couple years ago would have been more hurtful. Now it's more like, oh, you know, just
fat or skinny you are.
But no, it's that's not true. I think that people will throw stones at things they don't understand, and I think that's what happened.
Hell yeah, I mean,
Has anyone ever expressed concern to over using ayahuasca? No, never. Have you all ever done it together? No. Okay. Can you please explain?
Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions in the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. Oh, he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. We got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Punting team on the field. The defense stops the drive with that sack. And the ball is away from inside the 10. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Duke. He's going to score. In these conference championship games, you look for a special team's edge to make a difference. The return team stepped up huge there that time.
Yeah, what a pleasant surprise for their own offense. You're getting ready to try to run out of the field, try to come up with some points on your own, and instead you don't have to worry about it. The return team takes care of it, takes it all the way back for a return and a score. And in the conference championship games, you're going to need help from your special teams unit in order to win these games.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Parker. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And he'll be brought down. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looks like Syracuse will have the first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence into where that defense is.
Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. 2 teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. 2 teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Caught over the middle. It's Wynn. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Orangeman. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. it in the end zone. It's Jones. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Handoff running right. They tackle him about the 14.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They bring the punter onto the field now. It's a fake. Direct snap to the up man. The fake works. They get the yards they needed on that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
Quarterback still with the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. And it's good for a first down with a 36.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
With the catch, it's Jones. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orangemen. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in the conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And now another deep ball here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Using a strong stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
No fair catch. He feels the punt. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running through the tackle. Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Dump off, caught by the running back. Breaks loose at the 45.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Makes a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Rifles this football to the left. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And the Blue Devils pick up enough for a first down here.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking right, this one caught.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Blue Devils are in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a screen pass complete to the running back and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the freshman making an impact play there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. Catch made way down to the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Well, he's got some space here. And the returner heads out of bounds. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's on the run. Launches deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Duke. No chance to catch it. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Escapes the pocket. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Orangeman. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. This offense heads back out onto the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off here. He's found some room at the 45.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Press coverage now from the secondary. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump. And the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking for a gap. It's Simon. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. This is crucial. Defense needing to stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just blew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Snags a quick throw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage in a 1st down.
And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up a scoring position here.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, 45, Syracuse 38.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Toss play to the outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Fine time, moving to his left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Receiver in motion now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. Fair catch made at the 35. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Now it's second down here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They make this short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Can he make it to the marker? The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Field goal try, no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. That completion makes it second and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
And it's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. From the shotgun. Handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Wynn. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Chance for the quarterback to make some magic here. Last drive, time taken away. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Can't get it away. The defense has got him with a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Chris, it's one of those calls that's tricky. It sounds easy to say, why would you go for it? But at the same time, who knows if you're going to get your hands on the ball again. So you're being aggressive. It doesn't work out, and now you got to rely on your defense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The ball is free in the backfield. The defense scoops it up, trying to win the game on this return.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could. As if they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special or make a play to keep hope alive in this game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. So they'll set him now for a field goal to win the game, a moment every kicker dreams about. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Oh, and they blocked it. They blocked it to save the game, and we head to another overtime. So we're still tied now, heading into the first play of double overtime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the right side. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Here's the handoff. Running with purpose. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So the offense has a 1st and goal now here in the second overtime. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Ball handed to the running back. Fighting him off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
A Let's see what the call is on this critical 3rd and goal as they try to punch it in overtime. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. But it took a look just to confirm it. But it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for 2 here in 2nd overtime. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's in there. The conversion is good. Great execution, and it pushes the lead to 8. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. And the back now goes in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's in for a touchdown. But still work to do. They need a 2-point conversion to force a 3rd overtime.
Well, the offense has done its job here coming up with this touchdown, and that's a great job. And as you know now, Chris, down by 2, they've got to hit this 2-pointer to be able to tie this game up and send it to a 3rd overtime.
So now the offense must answer with their own 2-point conversion to send us to a 3rd overtime. And he gets in there to tie the game again and set up a 3rd overtime. Basically dueling 2-point tries from here on out. Okay, so now we've got dueling 2-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. No, they've stopped him. Great job by this defense, and the 2-point try fails. They get the huge stop, and now they go for a 2-point try to win the game right here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he gets in there to win the game. An overtime classic. Wow. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.